Hi, I'm Margaret Runoff, the account manager for Intellect's Healthcare Information Technology Consulting practice. My main focus is to conduct business with the organizations that have selected Cerner as their primary EMR solution. The following message is from our CEO, Jim Barge, who would like to take a few moments to point out some significant ways in which we differ from other contract training providers. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Jim Barge, the CEO of Intellect. I appreciate you taking the time to review this message. Healthcare providers have no shortage of suppliers when it comes to staff augmentation, including the staffing of EMR training and go-live consultants. I'm sure that you receive more calls than you care to receive from suppliers vying for your EMR training business. And you may have the perception that most of these firms differ very little from one another. While I can understand why you might have that perception, the reality is that there are significant differentiators between suppliers of contract labor, including health technology training. How is Intellect different? Our HIT staffing practice operates with three critical differentiators. First, it's our firm belief that most staffing firms do very little to vet or screen the resources that are provided to hospitals. Why do I say that? There are several reasons. When we launched our EMR practice and started recruiting trainers, we asked each person that we spoke with if there's one area of pain which hospitals incur during training and go live, what is it? We asked this question with the spirit that we could address these deficiencies in order to help your EMR project be more successful. We quickly found out that there was a single recurring theme, and this came up on virtually every conversation that we had with senior clinical trainers. And that single number one issue is that there are trainers being deployed to these projects that somehow slipped through the cracks and never should have been deployed in the first place. Stories include trainers that were hired that had very little experience with the actual software product that they were delivering training on, but hospitals only finding this out after it was too late. Essentially, consultants whom are overstating their qualifications on a resume in order to get selected for project work. Another story included trainers that were literally found sleeping while on their go-live shift. Finally, we've heard too many stories of people being assigned to training roles that don't have the required soft skills to work with your employees. In a hospital setting, there's a wide range of computer literacy and a wide range of end-user personalities to work with, and in many cases, trainers are being deployed that don't have the necessary soft skills to work through these different end-user scenarios. Now, how does this happen? When I asked one trainer who has participated in over 30 go-lives what percentage of recruiters actually asked her for professional references, her reply was no more than half. Think about that. Resources are being deployed to your project, whom in most cases are not having their skills, experience, or expertise validated by a staffing or consulting firm. In our mind, this is inexcusable. Your hospital will be spending several $million on EMR training and go live. More importantly, there can be tense moments related to patient care as this training is occurring in a live hospital setting. Given the money being spent on your project, as well as the sensitivity and criticality of the go-live environment, you simply can't afford having subpar resources assigned to your project team. At Intellect, we have an extremely thorough vetting process to ensure that only top-flight consultants are deployed to your facility. This qualification process includes deep dive reference checks, as well as a battery of interview questions related to the various components of the specific software product that the consultant is required to have expertise with. These assessments were developed by our senior clinical and training resources and are administered to all potential consultants that we put through our evaluation process. We also evaluate our trainers for necessary soft skills. All of this results in more qualified clinical trainers being assigned to your project. The second way in which Intellect significantly differs from other suppliers is that we have a deep bench of resources with prior clinical training experience. Specifically, as of the summer of 2011, we've developed a pool of over 300 contract trainers and go-live personnel, and that pool continues to grow. This bench of resources is actually a small group that met our screening and selection criteria, selected from a much larger number or pool of applicants. In building this pool of resources, we specifically targeted professionals with prior and significant experience related to the software packages that we concentrate our efforts in, specifically Cerner, Epic, Allscripts, and McKesson. Our focus doesn't stop with the available pool of resources, nor the vetting process that our contract trainers must go through. Our third differentiator is the retention of the consultants that we assign to your projects. As you know, there's strong demand in the market today for clinical trainers in the EMR space, given the virtual simultaneous industry-wide adoption of these applications. As such, you want to ensure that there are retention tools in place for the consultants assigned to your projects. One of the ways that we accomplish this at Intellect is through the use of what we refer to as project completion bonuses. Any consultant assigned by Intellect to a client, training or go-live project, has financial incentives built into their contract that are only paid out to the extent that our consultant successfully completes any given assignment. These project completion bonuses, otherwise known as retention bonuses, act as an anchor that keeps consultants rooted to an assignment. It's also worth noting that these bonuses are not billable to our clients, but rather paid out from our profit margins on any given project. In essence, we're trading some of our profit on each project to ensure consultant retention and, as a result, a higher degree of project success for you, the client. As a recap, you're going to spend a significant amount of time and money on your EMR training and go-live events. Your success and return on that investment can be maximized with the optimal consulting partner. We believe that in the EMR training space, no firm has a better vetting process, deeper pool of available resources, or retention tools as we do at Intellect. I again thank you for your time, and Intellect looks forward to ensuring that your EMR training and go-live events are as successful as possible.
As the account manager dedicated to your Cerner training and go-live events, I'm committed to making sure that the results exceed all of your expectations. The primary focus of my team is to provide the most qualified consultants for your EMR implementation. I take my business relationships very personally, and I would appreciate a brief meeting to discuss what stage your Cerner implementation may be in. Thank you for your time, and I look forward to working with you.